CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to CTRMediaNetwork.com.
Go to HappyandHealthy.com and purchase my book.
All right. Hello, everybody. Can you guys hear me? Because we have like a big storm, like raining. It's not a big storm, but it's raining real heavily. So therefore it is, messing with our internet connection. So for those of you who are watching live, type in the chat to let me know whether or not you can hear me before I get started so I can make sure that you all can hear me. Because I don't want you to miss a single moment of what is actually going on in the now. I am so excited about everything that's happening right now. And to be honest with you, I am so just in awe of what God is doing. So I'm waiting to see. Can you hear me? See someone on right now. So let me check. I'll check myself. Let me see. Let me check. I'll check myself. All right. So you can hear me. So, okay. Let me check. I'll check myself. Okay. Now let me get off of that. All right. So I know that you guys saw on today how I posted 2 different posts. I usually try to do a series of motivational posts as well as different things that's going on with CTR, the Tina Raymond Show, or even the podcasters. You'll see they stream on all my platforms. And so one of the posts was actually about there are no regrets in life, just lessons. And the other one was, if there are chains pulling you down, drowning you, you might need to drop them to swim up again. And I did that for a reason. Now, I had no idea that this was actually going to come into the mail today, but I don't know. Many of you look at me like, oh my gosh, she's doing all these things, especially for those of you who have been following me for a long time. But I want you to understand, and I want you to know that it was not easy. And I'm still in the process of outworking my whole full purpose on this earth. However, you're seeing a lot of the hard work that took years and a lot of lessons learned before I was able to get to this place that I'm at today. And I'm here today because I don't want you to get discouraged. Many of you have these businesses, or many of you have these ideas, and you may not have anyone motivating you, supporting you. The ones who you thought would be there for you are not there for you. You may be looking at other individuals like myself and other people and saying, man, it's easy. Well, I want to just have a whole transparent moment. It's not easy, okay? But the only difference between us and most people is that we keep on moving despite the hardship, despite the struggle, despite the naysayers, despite the different situations that happen. And so I want you to be encouraged on today, on this Friday, to know that you really have within you the power to live the life you want to live, to be the person that you want to become, despite your upbringing, education, lack thereof, financial situation. You have the potential and you have the ability to change your mindset, to change your activity in order to create the life that you want. And I didn't really, years ago, I really didn't understand the power of the mind, okay, back then. But I want you to understand that you definitely can do this, okay, for yourself. Just don't let the negativity and the doubt drown out all of your positive activity. So with all this being said, I'm going to just share with you something that I did. I'm going to have a total transparent moment where literally I allowed myself to hold myself back. And it was a lot of years. And when I went back to look how many years it was that I actually held back, it was 5 years because of a bad situation or something that happened, experience when I had went out on this venture with a business partner. And I just let it hold me back. For those of you who know me, you know I'm a 2-time best-selling international author. However, I did that with collaborate with some amazing women and men along the way. Okay. And I personally had the fear of doing a book by myself because of what happened before, right? And I didn't realize that I allowed 5 years to go by before I actually came back to do something like a physical book, right? And so what I want you to see is that I hope yours don't take 5 years. But I am so excited because today I have broke the chains. I, with God's help, have broke the chains, have stopped allowing myself to drown, being wallowing in self-pity, holding on to the past, letting go of regret, understanding that it's not regret, it's lessons learned. And literally, the power of podcasting is in my hands. You guys, you don't understand how important this is. This is not just a book. This is a representation of overcoming, coming through, pressing through. Took some time, a lot of lessons learned, but I wanted to do something because so many people reach out to me with CTR Media Network and the Tina Ramsey Show about podcasting, how to start a podcast, how to grow a podcast, how to reach out for brand deals and all this other stuff like that, right? And literally, I cannot coach everybody. I do things for my CTR Media Network podcasters. So if you'd like to be a part of our membership program, you're welcome to join. However, I had made the choice that I'm also going to make something available for the entire world who may not can afford being a part of CTR Media Network, right? And so this is different than any other podcasting book you have ever seen. Now, this is the hard copy. And this is the paperback. So you can literally get either one. But I'm going to hold the hard copy for now. And you can get it from Amazon or you can order directly from me if you want me to sign the copy, send you a message and sign the copy. This is more than just a podcasting book because there are thousands and thousands of podcasting books that's out there today. But this book is extremely different on the approach, on how I approach podcasting, right? This is a combination of different experiences that I have learned over the years, as well as real life examples, as well as outlines for you to be successful with podcasting. I am so ecstatic about this book. This is an interactive book, so therefore you're going to be writing in this book. And we made it big. It's big on purpose. This is an 8x11. Yeah, 8x11. All right. Helping you map out your podcast, right? And this is basically your podcast coach in a book. Okay. I wanted it to be very unique. So many people can't afford to sit me down and my coaching. So many people can't afford it. They don't want to make that type of investment in coaching. So I made this available. This is your podcast coach. This is my way of giving back by creating this book. And it's really comprehensive in the way that you're going to be engaging with the content, checklists, different things to map out what you're doing, seeing some of my personal things in here. It's helping you map out different events, how you can like grow. The Power Podcast is talking about monetization. It is basically breaking down everything for you in this book. And I encourage you to go to Amazon right now and get it while they have it. But let me just share with you. When you get out of your own way, amazing things happen. when you get out of your own way, amazing things happen. And it took me 5 years, okay, to get out of my own way. Sad to say, it took me 5 years, but in those 5 years, I have learned, I have grown, and I appreciate each experience that I had, whether it's good or bad, each relationship that worked or didn't work. All of those situations helped bring me to this point in my life today. So I don't want you to feel some type of way about some people that may not be with you now. They may have just been there for a season, for a reason. We give people lifetime membership in our life when they're just there to teach us a lesson or bring us a blessing. Okay, it's only one or two reasons why people come into your life. They either come into your life to teach you a lesson or bring you a blessing. Many times we get it confused, and I was one of those people. And so I appreciate every person, whether good or bad, that came into my life that taught me a lesson or brought me a blessing, or some people brought a combination of both, okay? Because it helped bring me to this point that I am at today. And I just found out, you guys, I'm just in awe right now. I'm going to share my screen because it took a lot of effort. If you knew how many struggles and challenges I had to go through to get this book live, where you guys can have access and be able to buy this book, you will say I would have gave up. And honestly, towards the end, with planning the Power Podcast event, I was like, forget it. But I kept on going because literally our Power Podcasting event is next month. Yes. And so our Power Up Podcasting event is literally next month. And if you don't have your tickets, go ahead and get your tickets today. We only have 8 tickets left. 8 tickets left. And so this is your podcast. If you can't make it to the event, this is your podcast coaching the book. I'm pouring everything. Everybody that actually come to the event is actually going to get a copy, a signed copy of the Power Up Podcasting book to go with their ticket. So they're going to come home with this app anyway. But if you can't come, just go and get your book. Well, let me share something. It took me 5 years to get out of my own way in order for me to create my own book, standing on my own 2 feet, 10 toes deep, standing on my own 2 feet, right? Without piggybacking off of collaborative opportunities because of my fear. It was not anyone else. It was my fear and holding on to the past chains of hurt, the bad experience that I had with creating my own intellectual property and collaborating with other people. And then with this particular educational book, and they just took everything. And so it took me mentally, I had to heal from that and realize I had to learn that lesson. Okay. I had to learn that lesson. And so I really, really want you guys to not take 5 years in order to create your own book, especially when you know it's something. And about 3 years ago, so many of us are so good at so many different things, but I made a choice about 3 years ago that I was going to stop operating in the spirit of just being good, because I'm good at a lot of things. And so when you're good at a lot of things, a lot of people pull you here, there, everywhere, because you're so good at so many different things. But I made a promise to myself about 3 years ago. I was not going to be doing things that I was just good with. I was only going to do things that I was great and phenomenal, exceptional at, right? And going through my journey of self-reflection, spiritually, physically, financially, emotionally, all that good stuff, I found my love and passion with the power of podcasting, because I already did streaming TV. I still have a streaming TV show. I already been in radio, still on radio, and I do podcasting, right? But I found that my gift, my niche, my thing, my contribution to the world is podcasting and helping everyday people be able to utilize the power of podcasting, be able to share their message, products, services with the world. Okay. I realized that. And then I start operating, and I prayed about it. And I realized I need to just focus on this. And so that is what I'm doing. Okay. Even though you see me on other different platforms, because distribution and getting yourself out there, that's part of what you do in order to help people and find your people so that you can help change lives. This book is your key to unlocking your full potential. It's like having me without paying my fee. Okay, because my coaching is not inexpensive. It's expensive, all right? And it's expensive for a reason because you're going to see some results, all right? But I focus, if you want to get some of my coaching, which I give those coaching to my CTR Media Network, actually membership members, I do coaching with them every single month. And also they can get a private consultation with me as well every single month if they want to. I decide to focus just on them. And if anyone want to pull me away from my peeps, then I'm only going to take three people outside of the network. But not right now. But anywho, this is the book. And I had to get out my own way. And let me tell you, when you get out your own way and you are operating in purpose and you understand the assignment, you understand your assignment. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the thumbs up. When you understand your assignment, beautiful, blessed things start happening for you. So if you notice that you're constantly struggling, not saying that I don't struggle because I have challenges too, but it's different when you're operating in purpose, okay? Figure out what it is that you're supposed to be doing, because many of us are operating in the spirit of good. I need you to start operating in the spirit of great, phenomenal, exceptional, extraordinary. That's what I need you to operate in. And when you start operating in that is when you're doing that walk with God. That is when you're doing that walk where you know that you're doing what you've been put on this earth to do, okay? And once I realized what I was supposed to be doing and how I was supposed to be doing and who I am here to help, some great things happen. I just found this out, you guys. I am shocked. No, I'm not shocked because God be blessing, but I am in awe of what's going on right now. I don't even know these people. I didn't even know this was happening. This is like, literally for the best new podcasting books to read in 2023. Your girl, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, better known as Coach T, ranked number 1 on the top 12. Now, this blogger is literally featured. He has been featured on CNN, Forbes. It's bookauthority.org. Literally, y'all, I'm like, what? I just launched this book and I have not even I've been sharing it a little bit out in private sectors, but I have not really been pushing the book. I've been pushing the event, the Power Podcast event, because we have the amazing Nikki Ward, who is going to be my featured guest for the event that's from BET After Happily Ever After. And you know what? Let me just go ahead and take a commercial break because, listen, we have to roll our stuff for BET since we are doing this BET thing. So I want you to see our amazing guest that's going to be at the 200th episode in Georgia. Yes, for the Power of Podcast, where you'll be able to meet her in person because I'm actually going to be interviewing her. I want you to see this because we actually in collaborations with all of them.
Welcome to a unique dating experience unlike any other.
Gave the relationship all you had.
Wait, we have to share a bed?
Can your ex help you meet your next love?
I'm looking for somebody that's gonna make me laugh.
Do I have any low-lying feelings for Nicole? Maybe.
Sorry, I don't agree with their decision.
Are you afraid?
No, what are you talking to?
Why are we here?
You should be.
After Happily Ever After, series premiere, Wednesday at 10 on BET.
Yes, so make sure to tune in to our girl, Nikki Ward, which Nicole, but we call her Nikki, from BET After Happily Ever After. That is rolling right now on BET. And then the good news is that she's also a part of CTR Media Network. She actually hosting her own podcast, a spin-off of the She Trucking podcast with the amazing Sheree Moore. And she is doing trucking reality right here on CTR Media Network. Yes, we have a BET celebrity that is actually, and listen, she could have went anywhere with her show, but she wanted to work with us, myself, CTR Media Network, and also she's going to be on the Tina Ramsey Show for our 200th episode celebration in Georgia. So make sure to get your tickets. We only have 8 more left. And so that's my point. When you start operating in your purpose versus operating in what you're just good at, God bless it. you will start noticing that you see things start happening in your life and doors start opening, things start happening once you understand how to operate in your purpose, in your God-given gifts, or what you need to be doing. Because there's a lot of things that you can do, but are you doing the right thing with the purpose on your life? And so with that being said, we also have another opportunity where we are actually in affiliation partnership with the very software that we use for our shows. So I'm gonna play this commercial and I'll be back with you. And this is my point. Operate in your purpose and things just start happening. Not saying you're not going to have issues, challenges, problems, because that comes with the territory on the level up, on the come up of what you're doing, because you're not going to have any type of success without adversity. But what I am saying is that when you're operating in purpose, even with those challenges and adversities, you will still win. Okay. You will still win. And so I figured it out. The power of podcasting. So Nikki Ward from BET After Happily Ever After is now not only being a featured guest on my show, but she is also now on the network, which is a win-win situation, bringing along the BET show After Happily Ever After. Then you turn around and then we have the book come out. I'm so hyper-focused on the event, I'm not even really talking about the book, right? Well, guess what? I didn't have to talk about the book like that because somebody picked up the book and saw the book. And this is one of the top recognized authorities in books. Okay. Book Authority is one of the leading sites that people go to for book recommendations when they're actually looking for their next best book. And the top 12 best, 12 best new podcasting books to read in 2023. Listen, I just launched the book March 18th, but this is the kicker. It was launched on March the 18th, but we went through so many problems that the book didn't get out to about the 23rd, when it was finally released. That was the begin date, right? Oh, thank you. That's She for She Trucking, where you can actually watch Nikki Ward from BET After Happily Ever After. She is actually she has a spin-off show on the She Trucking podcast, and it's just loaded up to Apple and all the platforms, so you can go listen and watch. And so this is what happens when you get out your own way. And Sheree Moore was with God's help, Sheree Moore, my husband, my family were very instrumental in pushing me to do what I need to do, because when it got extremely hard, I was ready to say, I just can't, this was just too many challenges, but they kept pushing me. And literally, you guys, it's 12 books that they recommended, new podcasting book they recommend to read on 2023. And I am number one. They read my book already and they voted it number one. I don't know these people. I don't know, but they voted my book number one out of this list. Now, congratulations to all the other people, the other 11 people that is actually on this list as well. Congratulations to all of you. I didn't even enter for any of this. I didn't even know that this even existed. Okay. And your girl is number one. Thank you, God. Thank you, everybody who's been just there for me through the good and the bad. Okay. That's what happens when you get out your own way. And then this happened, you guys. I got featured. Shout out to Atlanta, Voyager ATL. The journalist that actually wrote, or the editorial writer that actually wrote this said that my story is so inspirational, she wanted to share. And of course, I'm not just talking about myself. They're asking me questions, but I'm speaking about CTR Media Network. I'm speaking about how God was very instrumental in this. I'm speaking about how I had a stroke at 25, all the different things that I had to go through. And also I'm speaking about the power of podcasting event, giving a shout out to all my speakers that's going to be at this event as well. And also all of my amazing podcasters that is blessing me by being a part of our history making movement. So I encourage you guys to actually check that out at Voyager ATL. We're also in, let me make sure because I read it right, Inspire Magazine too. And we have also been featured in the past with Formula Woman Magazine. And when you literally, stop sharing the screen. Oh, thank you, She. I'm so proud of you too. Okay. And so when you literally start operating in your purpose, no matter how hard it gets, I don't want you to give up. The harder it gets, I'm telling you this from experience, the harder it gets, that means the closer you're reaching your breakthrough. I want you not to look, I want you to change your mind from it. I want you to understand that when you are going through the fire, when it feels like the world is against you, your back is pressed against the wall, and you've been working and toiling and building and grinding and scaling, and things just happening that's not what you thought would happen in that moment. That is a great indicator that you're on purpose, that you're on the right path, that you need to not slow down. You need to keep moving. Okay, you do not need to stop. You need to keep moving. Maybe you need to slow down a little bit, but the point of the matter is you need to keep moving, because with that movement, with that growth, with you still pushing through, you will have your breakthrough. I promise you, you will have your breakthrough. I am so certain about this because I know this was the hardest thing I have ever had to do. Stand on my own 2 feet with just myself and God. And then the support of my amazing mentoring coach, Sheree Moore, yes, from She Trucking, along with my amazing husband, children, and parents. This was the hardest thing I ever had to do. Okay. The hardest thing I ever had to do. And I kid you not, I wanted to quit many times, but they just wouldn't let me. So you need to make sure that your tribe, the people that you have around you, they are so invested in your success that even when you want to give up, they will not let you give up, because you're going to get to a point when you are pressing through that you're going to want to give up, because it's just going to be so much on you that you're going to be like, I also want to give a shout out to Dr. Connie as well from pointing to me earlier today, and Kim Jacobs from pointing to me on yesterday, and Sandy from reaching out to me the other night. Listen, you never know how your words can really help motivate somebody to take that next step, to take that next leap, no matter how influential they are. We are humans at the end of the day. It don't matter how many followers or how many books sold or how many people on the network or how many coaching classes or whatever you're doing. You're human and you're going to go through some things. So you need to make sure that the people that you have in your inner circle, I'm not talking about people that is surrounded around you. I'm talking about the people that is close to you that can pick up the phone and call you, that you'll go see them. I'm talking about people that's super close to you. You need to make sure that circle of those 5 people or those 10 people that close to you, you need to make sure that those people are the type of people that will have your back when the grits hit the pan. I think I said that right. My grandma used to say that. You need to make sure that they're the type of people that will motivate you, that will push you through the last hour when you don't have any more energy. They pick up the pace and they make sure that you get to point A to point B. And then you, on the other hand, need to make sure that in turn, you are that same type of friend, that same type of business partner for them, even if you're not in their business, but that you're their friend. You need to make sure that I had to learn this the hard way. You have to make sure you have the right people close to you, because people can either pour into you or take from you. And you don't want to be in a situation where people are always taking from you and you're never getting poured into, because it will drain you literally. It will take all your energy away, that you can't even be productive in whatever your purpose is, because you're getting drained by so many people pulling at you all the time. Okay. So I need you to really take an inventory of who you be with, who's around you, who's your mentors, who's your coaches, who your friends, what family members you're hanging around. Look at that. Are you inspired, motivated, pushed through when you're being around certain people? Or do you notice that you feel drained, you feel stressed, you're sad, you're going into a negative mind space? You need to think about that. Number two, you need to also know, don't allow your past pain and trauma to hold you in prison. You know, many people feel like you have to be in a prison locked up with bars around you in order to physically not have mobility. But the worst prison on the face of the planet is the one that you cannot see. And that's the prison of the mind. A lot of us is walking around. We're literally from the front, figuratively speaking, we're free. But mentally, spiritually, we're trapped. We're trapped. We're in prison. I need you to release those chains off your mind, off your heart, off your mind. I need you to release that. I need you to let go of that past hurt, past relationship, past business partner, past or partners, past whatever that have you in a bad mind space that's causing you to not be active, causing you to be inactive. I need you to let that go. Forgive them and move on. Move on. And then I need you to have the courage and the boldness to walk in your purpose, your God-given gift, that you know that no one else can do it quite like you. And everywhere you go, people talk about, ooh, that's a new twist. That's a new spin. That is your God-given gift. You know how many people do podcasting? Thousands upon thousands. But no one do it the way that I do it, because God gave that to me on the uniqueness of how I bring that to the table. Every podcaster, every business owner, every coach, every author has something unique. You have something unique about you, whatever it is that you do. Even if you're a hairstylist, a nail tech, you have something that's very unique about the way that you do, something that's already been done, that's unique to you, that will make people want to follow, connect, buy, and support just you because of your uniqueness. I used to hate the sound of my voice. And then I found out years later that is one of the things, the reason why people listen to me, because I have that down home Southern charm. Okay. I'm like they home girl. I can get them in, I can get you straight, but we can also laugh and have fun at the same time. We can keep. All right. I'm a different kind of coach. I'm a different kind of motivational speaker. And I realized that the very thing that I hated the most about myself was the very thing that God gave me that was unique to me, that made me stand out from everyone else. So learn to embrace the things that you don't like, because 9 times out of 10, that's your gift, boo. That's your gift. Embrace it, improve it, walk in it. Don't let anyone stop you. Don't let anyone stop you. And most importantly, don't you stop yourself. On this note, your girl got to go. I want you to keep dreaming. I want you to move forward. I don't want you to take 5 years like I did to do your own book. Because I let past trauma and past things hold me back. I want you to know that you can and you will do whatever it is, and you have the power within you to change your life. If you want to be a millionaire, you can be a millionaire. If you want to make $40,000 a year, you can make $40,000 a year. If you want to change the world with a new innovative technology, a new innovative twist on how to do something that's already here, you can do that. If you just want to sit back and do nothing, you can do that too. The point that I want you to understand is that really it is as simple as this. And I used to take this statement for granted because I just did. You hear people saying you can be whatever you want to be. How many times we heard it? Many times. But now I know that it's true because I am living it. I am experiencing it. I am walking through it. I have found my purpose, and I want you to find yours too. It's not that hard. Just sit back and be still for a while and figure out what your purpose is. And be careful who you give your purpose to, your vision to, because some people are dream snatchers. They dream, you tell them about your dream, you tell them about your purpose, and they just like, you really think you can do that? Please stay away from those type of people, because they'll stop you before you even get started. Make sure you be around positive people. On that note, go get your book. Go get your book from Amazon.com right now. If you want a signed copy, you can go ahead and get it pre-ordered from the website at CTRMediaNetwork.com. That is CTRMediaNetwork.com. For those of you, you know I am a visual learner, honey. So therefore, I'm going to show you how the website looks so that you can go and be able to find and navigate. And so when you go to the website, you will see CTRMediaNetwork.com. Up to the top, you can click the store feature. Yes, you can click the store feature. Let me make sure it's showing. Yes. And as you can see, it shows the Power of Podcasting event. You can get your tickets. You can also join me in the inner circle. You can get your class. You can pre-order your book. We have our wellness products, our ad placements, our StreamYard. You want to start a podcast or a TV show, I encourage you to use StreamYard. We have female wellness products. If you want to talk about how you want to join CTR Media Network, then you click a quick chat feature so you can book that. And right now, we will accept a few more people in the magazine, the Podcast Revolution magazine, but soon that opportunity will be closing. And for those of you who do not know, you can literally watch our podcasters every single day on our website. And we do a social media share as well, where you can actually watch our different shows. You can actually see what's going on and connect and ask to be a featured guest. We also encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and not just subscribe, but engage. Okay, so we can get better, so that we can bring more people on. Right now, our podcasters are booking guests. I have maybe 5 more slots left for season 8. That is it. 5 more slots, and then it's going to be a wrap for me for season 8 of the Tina Ramsey Show. I may come and do some impromptus or whatever. I also want to let you guys know that I'm actually bringing back my, people start asking me about my wisdom, my coaching time with Dr. T. And so I'm going to be bringing that back, where I'm going to be solo, just speaking to you on audio or maybe video sometime as well, where I'm going to be teaching you some tips about podcasting, some tips about life, some tips about moments, different moments in my life, different, you know, those moments where you get those aha moments. Many people have been reaching out, asking me, when am I going to bring coaching with Dr. T back? And that's just pretty much a laid back, open conversation. We talk about a variety of different things. It's unscripted, meaning that I may come on and just talk about whatever come on my mind at the time, or whatever going on in the news or whatever. Hello, and make sure to check out the Anna L. Brothers show and podcast as well. She is on CTR Media Network. So the gist of this is, and I will be putting this up on the podcast, because I believe that you should not always be so polished all the time, because many times it's the polishedness of those situations that cause people not to start, because they feel like they cannot achieve what you achieve, but don't realize it took years. It took me 8 seasons to get to the type of show that I have now. 8 seasons to get the look, the feel, the videography, the photography, the backgrounds. It took me 8 seasons to get to where I am. When you go back on the Tina Ramsey Show on YouTube and see how I started from season 1, which my show was a completely different name, and now from season 1 all the way up to season 8, it's growth, baby. It took me 8 seasons. So I don't want you to see how I am now and get discouraged. It took me time and years before I got to this point. And it's going to take you some time too. And so that's why I'm going to start putting up some videos that's not so polished, so that you can get out of your own way. Okay. And for those of you who want to just start off from the cup with a polished show, We have the Kim Jacobs Consulting that actually help you start a TV show from scratch. You can actually go to her to be a part of her consulting. It's a 6 or 8 week class that you take, which when you come through her coaching class, you will actually come out with a complete show ready for TV. And you can also check out the CTR Media Network on Roku as well and watch some of our shows. We're still actually adding shows as we speak. So on that note, you guys go ahead and get your book. Go ahead and get your tickets. And thank you for everyone who has been supporting me for all these years, even during the transition of name changes with my businesses, and also just coming along with me on the journey of the Tina Ramon Show, CTR Media Network, and whatever it is that I'm doing. Thank you so much for being a part. We have so many new subscribers, so many new followers, so many likes, so many emails and text messages that come through on a day-to-day basis from all over the world in all languages. I just want to take this time to thank you from choosing to be a part and in support of the Tina Ramsey Show, as well as CTR Media Network, as well as our amazing podcasters. I cannot thank you enough. My goal in order to show my appreciation is to completely with our team and our podcast to continue to bring you amazing content, to continuously bring you amazing things so that you can grow, all right, and have resources available. So let me go. You know what? I'm going to open. I got a package. And normally I do a separate video for this. But being that I'm on and I'm going to be super duper busy, one of our podcasts, we actually have the youngest podcaster in the world on CTR Media Network. His name is King. All right. And I actually bought his book and I just got all of my things. And so we're going to cut this video for him a little bit later so that he can use this for his promo. So right now, I would like to give a shout out to the amazing, the epic King from King the Dream. I actually received your book on today. Happy to purchase your book. You guys make sure to go to kingthedream.com. And you guys, he's 4 years old, you guys. He is a 4-year-old prodigy. He actually loves to read. And his mission is that he's encouraging children all around the world to read, okay, to develop a love for learning. His book is absolutely amazing. He is actually going to be at the Power of Podcasting event too. Make sure you get this beautiful written book from Amazon, or you can go to his website, it's kingthedream.com. This is actually written by him as well. And here is his bookmark. There we go. And you get stickers. So make sure that you go ahead and purchase his book as well. When you're going over there to get the Power of Podcasting, you make sure you go on over there and get King the Dream as well on Amazon. This is a great book for your children to have, as well as The Power of Podcasting. And both of these books you can find on CTR Media Network. Yes. And so we're going to have some more episodes to actually upload for King the Dream very, very soon, so you can check out. But he has his own YouTube channel too, so make sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel as well. So on that note, you guys, have a great, amazing rest of your day. Remember to keep walking in your dreams. You hold the key inside of you to create whatever life you want to achieve for yourself. The only person is stopping you is you. Okay, so drop the victim role. Leave it alone. Just leave it. Whatever happened in the past, let it stay in the past. It's time for you to move past that past in order to create your present, in order to manifest. Well, I won't say manifest, to create your future. Okay, and be able to change the legacy of your family. It's time to let those chains go. Let those chains go. It's time for you to walk into, oh, that's his mom right there. Make sure you guys go get the book from the baby. I just love him so much. I can't wait to see him in person at the event May the 6th. So go ahead and get your tickets. I think we have either 6 tickets left or 8 tickets left. I need to go check. But it's not that many. And once it's sold out, that's it. I can't do anything. I can't help you because we will be maxed to capacity. All right. And remember, everybody get a ticket, they're going to automatically get a book. All right, let me see. Did I say everything? There was so much. La la la. Yes, God is good. That's all I got to say. He is good. And thank you for all your support. On that note, you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day. And I'm just so excited and so happy and so grateful at this moment in time. So, you guys, I'm going to go. Talk to you later. Bye. Wait a minute. I'm not going to just go off. Let me just play My King to Dream one more time. And we're going to play some health and wellness videos. And then we're going to cut it off, okay? Because I want you guys to not only take care of your finances and your relationships, but you need to take care of your health as well. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
Hi, my name is King. Go to CTRMN.com and purchase my book.
The Life Greens actually started for me when I was 23 years old. I went out and bought a $400 industrial juicer, and I started juicing every single week. And I hated it. It took so much time, it cost money, and it was a process. That's when I started making the Life Greens product. It truly is the one drink that you should take every day for the rest of your life.
My name is Amy, and I absolutely love fitness. I'm a licensed cosmetologist and a professional makeup artist. Eating healthy is not the easiest thing. We get so busy in our lives, it's really hard to take the time to eat healthy and to eat right. My absolute favorite thing about this product is that they combine reds, greens, and probiotics in one mix. You put it in your water and you shake it up and voila, it's so easy and it tastes amazing. You'll feel a difference. Then you start believing that you really can change and that you can actually feel better.
Welcome to a unique dating experience unlike any other.
You gave the relationship all you had.
Wait, we have to share a bed?
Can your ex help you meet your next love?
I'm looking for somebody that's gonna make me laugh.
Do I have any low-lying feelings for Nicole? Maybe.
Sorry, I don't agree with their decision.
Are you afraid?
No, we're talking to. Why are we here?
You should be.
After Happily Ever After, series premiere Wednesday at 10 on BET.